I can't believe we got more snow. Heading out, getting chickens. Post office called and said the crazy chicken lady's large order is here. So here we go. Wait, there's more. Hi. You ready to get nice and toasty? Let's take you home. Okay, so I got my chicken order and I'm trying to get the list because the one thing that definitely drives me a little bonkers is when you order different types of breeds and they don't mark them, and it's really hard, especially because we bought over 60 different, or not different types, but 60 birds, and some of them are going to be for my sons to sell at the county fair, and I need to identify those just so they can keep track of those and make sure that they're logging all of their work that they do for those chickens, and they're obviously going to be with all of our stuff together, but I'm trying to find my order so I can go over my list and maybe we can guess, but I got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different types of birds, and then you get a free surprise bird when you order from Murray McMurray. So let me give you a couple things that you need to have when you have new chickens that you're bringing in. Some things that you want to make sure that you have. This is the brooder that my husband made, and it opens up here. Is how we're dropping in the chickens. And I always make sure I just have a bowl of what they call grit. It's these small, tiny rocks that the chickens can eat, and it helps their digestive system. I have this. I have a couple different types of food containers. This one keeps them from actually perching on their food and pooping in their food. So if they try to jump up here, it'll spin. So it keeps them from perching up there. something for them to perch on. They like to perch on different things. So since we have so many, this is the first time we had this many at one time. So we'll probably make a couple more of those. And then a water jug. I mixed in some probiotics and electrolytes in that water jug. And you always want that when you first get your chicks. So, or I only have one jug of those that I made up. I also do oregano, just steep oregano in a teapot and put that in a jug. And that is also very natural and good for the chickens and for their immune system. This is the food I use. I use non-GMO chick starter crumbles. You need the chick start food because it has more protein in there. It's usually about 20% protein, so that's what you need for your chickens. And then this is another type of food container that I have, but because they're in the garage, it's a little cold out here. We have 2 heat lamps, which usually works really well for them. And now what we're going to do is go grab those chickens, and I'll show you. You just want to make sure you get their beak, and when you put them in, and dip their beak in the water so they know to get their water. They've been traveling a long time, so they need to get their water right away, and then they'll kind of stay together, and then they'll figure out all the food. So let's go get them real quick. Okay, this is how they come when they are come from the post office. They come in this little box, and the post office will call you and tell you your chickens are here, because you always provide a phone number to the hatchery that you're buying it from. So they called me this morning and said the chickens are here. So you just go and grab them and pick them up. So I have this box. So cute. It's not unusual, unfortunately, if a chicken doesn't make it. It looks like there's a couple. I have 2 chickens that didn't make it in this box. Hopefully we can limit that and get them in the box really quick. But see these little chickens, and then I'll show you, if I can, with both my hands, what you're gonna do. You're just going to get the chicken and just dip his beak in there. And so he finds the water. That'll make him happy. Let's get some more. As you can see, there's one in there that didn't make it. Oh, maybe it's another one over there. Let's get these guys out of here as quickly as we can. these ones are the Aracondas. You can see it in their little cheeks. We'll find out. Yeah, it looks like I got 3 that didn't make it on that side. It's very unfortunate. Oh, look at this little tiny gray one. So pretty you are. I wonder if that's my surprise chicken, because I don't have multiple of those. That's a cutie. Many of my surprise chickens that I got before, they were roosters, which I've never had a problem keeping roosters. I still have them. I have enough chickens that they're happy. You know, I might get another waterer to put just on that side of the chicken coop, or the brooder. And you don't need like to make a chicken brooder like we have. We just have had chickens many times before, so my husband made a brooder just because what we used before is just like a tote like these. We just got a tote, and especially if you don't have that many chickens, and we had a tote for years that we used and put a light in the tote and just put you know, shavings in there, because they don't stay in the brooder for very long. You know, it'll probably be about 4 weeks, 6 weeks. So you can easily do that, and you don't need to invest in a little brooder or make a brooder. We just had a lot of different, whether we had little chickens or ducks. We had a batch of ducks at one time. Turkeys, we get turkeys every year, so our turkeys will be coming next week. We got 15 turkeys coming. So that's good. It looks like they all made it on this side, which is good. I will go over, I have a whole nother box, but for this, I will go over what I think these ones are. And I'll be able to tell what they are once they get bigger. But in this box, I got, I should have 4 Americanas. I got 4 black Australorp. I got that as my first bird from somebody that left here, and I loved that bird. I thought it was a great bird. I got 4 Cuckoo Morans. I got 4 white leghorns. Those are great birds, great layers. And also the 4 red stars. Those are very awesome layers that that poor baby wants to sleep, and they're knocking them all over. There you go. Right here. Also got them. I think they're cold. They're trying to get a little warmed up. I got 2 lights on them. They should warm up real quick. But it is cold in this fridge. I mean, in this fridge. In this garage. But you see, They find their water already. They're already drinking, nice and thirsty. They kind of all stay as a pack. So cute. I'll try to figure out which ones didn't make it. That's such a bummer. That always makes me sad. But let's get that other pack. What I also did was I got some meat birds, which this, I didn't get the Cornish crosses. We got Cornish crosses one year, and then we got the red broilers another year. This time I just got those just seem to be hot commodities, so I just got some birds that I think they're like a mixed breed, or not a mixed breed, a heritage breed of meat birds that aren't crossed with anything. And I got white giants this time, and I got some white rocks as well, just to see if those kind of birds would be something that we could just keep here, and whether we incubate them in the future instead of worrying about the crosses. They just grow at a very quick pace, and I just wanted to see if there would be some kind of natural bird that we can keep that's just a naturally bigger bird. I don't necessarily need it to be super quick and a humongous size bird. Those get really big really fast, the crosses. The broilers are one that you can keep kind of like that, but these ones are just a natural breed that I figured maybe we can incubate them in the future and use that as our type of meat bird here on the homestead. So we'll see. Those are the ones I'll get next. These ones, Look at these guys, found their little rocks already. These guys are just huddled up getting warm. Some of them found their food, scratching and pecking. These guys are a lively bunch, so that's kind of what you want them to see. I think they'll be fine once they get all warmed up. You want them to be moving around kind of like this and active. This looks perfect. They look nice and toasty and good. These guys look a little cold, but I think once they warm up, they'll be just fine. So we'll leave them alone and then come check on them in a little bit. But the good news is we didn't have any chickens that didn't make it in this box. So out of 64, we lost 3 chickens. So this guy looks alive, actually. He's breathing. Let's see if we can get him. It doesn't look like, it looks like he's actually trying, might not make it, but let's see. We can get some water in here. No, I don't think he's not there. I thought he was moving for a minute, but doesn't look like it. Might have just been the box that I had. That's so sad. No. It looks like he just maybe got too cold this morning because he's okay. I'll have my husband take care of him. I'm gonna go inside and wash my hands, but I think that's, look at these guys. See, they're getting all nice and warm and moving around. They just had to get warmed up. So that's kind of what you want to see, some lively bunches moving around. I'm going to go get one more water for each side. Doesn't look like they're fighting over the water, but I'll get in some more water. These guys are cute. So I just kept, however they send them to me in the box, that's how I kept them in the brooder. And then I'll see if I can figure out the breeds as they get a little bit bigger and coordinate that. So anyways, hope you enjoyed seeing our chick day, and I hope all of you get some chicks soon. See you later.